Namaste and hi friends, it's Parvati here with Visionary Veda, and I wanted to say hello and welcome to everybody who is joining this wonderful, powerful, and simple 3-day Ayurvedic cleanse with me. Now this is a very gentle but very effective khichdi cleanse. Khichdi cleanse. This khichdi is kind of like the soul food or the comfort food of India. It was definitely one of my favorites growing up. It's something that you're not going to find in a restaurant or out. It's not a fancy dish. It's a very simple dish that's easy to digest, that really gives the systems a break because it's so easy to digest, and helps to rekindle agni with the spices that we put in it. Now, I'm going to leave this cleanse for 3 days, but I generally do this cleanse for a week to 10 days. It's a mono diet cleanse. Now, if you've read the instructions and the list of what to buy, you will notice in there that I put oatmeal. And oatmeal is not part of this cleanse, but it works with this cleanse. And the reason that I added oatmeal is because for some people it's difficult to wake up and eat the same thing for breakfast as they do for lunch and dinner. So I allow oatmeal. Oatmeal is also very easy to digest if you use whole rolled oats and soak them overnight before cooking them, okay? And then spice them with some cinnamon to help digest it. But if you want to do it the traditional way, then I would recommend not using the oatmeal and just doing a mono diet of khichdi. Okay, khichdi is like one of the old, like wives, the old grandmother's recipe for nourishing and nourishing the body and giving us that comfort, that soul food feeling, okay? So here are some ingredients. I'm going to also talk about how to prepare it. Actually, I'm not going to do a video preparing it because I haven't figured out how quite to set it up in my kitchen yet. I'm very low tech if you haven't figured that out by now. But I will give you links to other YouTube sort of recipes showing you how to make it. Now, there's a lot of varieties of khichdi out there. I've seen people break it down to vata khichdi, pitta khichdi, and kapha khichdi, and you don't need to do that. In this, we're just going to do a simple doshic one. If you know your dosha, or if you know your doshic imbalance, then you can go ahead and play with the variety a little bit. But I'm just going to clue you in to the recipe that I use and the spices that I use. And we'll just do that for the first 3 days, okay? And there are some options and variants. Later on during this cleanse, I'm going to have one of my colleagues, a good friend and colleague, my friend Neha, and she is also going to help co-facilitate the cleanse. She's also an Ayurvedic practitioner, and she's very, very good at what she does, and I'd be happy for her input as well. So let me just show you the ingredients, and then I will speak a little bit about the morning routine. And then at 6 p.m. on Friday Pacific time, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm going to go live on my Visionary Veda Facebook group so that I can answer any questions that anybody may have. We could talk about any kind of things that might be coming up for them or how they're feeling. And again, this is only going to be a 3-day cleanse, but I'm going to continue it for probably a week to 10 days. It's really an amazing reset. And there's no reason why you should also not continue it. It depends on how you feel. Some people get tired of the mono diet, but it's just for a short time while the seasons are changing so that we give the body a break to adapt to all these other changes, and we give it like something stable to digest and stabilize on while the seasons are changing. That's why usually we undertake this cleanse in the spring and the fall. We could also do it, you know, in the summer and the winter, but the spring and the fall is the best because Vata is high, and this Vata meaning the air element, and this mono diet helps to stabilize and gives the body something really easy and nutritious to digest. Okay, so hopefully you've all seen the shopping list. I tend to use leafy greens and not like broccoli or anything like that, just because leafy greens mix with the consistency of the khichdi really well. So the first ingredient that you need are split mung dal or split mung beans. Okay, now you can see some of them, sometimes they're green because they still have the husk. I'm going to try and show you. These ones are yellow, if you can see, right? So you soak the mung dal with basmati rice. Now I love to use the brown basmati rice, but you could use white, but I would recommend using brown because there's more fiber in there to move things. So brown basmati rice, and I'll write out the proportions, and you mix it up and soak it in water the night before so that when you cook it, it's already, it cooks much faster. You don't have to soak it the night before, but it just takes longer for it to cook if you don't. All right, I'll give you all the proportions on a post after this video. And then, you know, the spices, like try and get organic ingredients for everything, right? Because there's no point cleansing the body if there's going to be pesticides and such in the food. So, you know, organic turmeric, coriander, cumin, and cayenne pepper. Very important. Don't overdo it with the cayenne pepper. The cayenne pepper, especially if you're pitta. If you're pitta, try and not use the cayenne pepper. If you know what you are. If not, just put very, very little, a little dash, a little pinch of it, just so that it helps all the other spices to assimilate and digest. And then we salt to taste, and I like using the pink Himalayan sea salt, or not, it's not sea salt, the pink Himalayan rock salt, but you can use sea salt or any other salt that you'd like. Try not to use the iodized salt, okay? Then, oh, here we go. Pink salt, if you can see that, the pink Himalayan salt. And then ghee. Ghee. Okay, so what is ghee? Ghee is what's known as clarified butter. Now, this is a staple when it comes to Ayurveda. We use ghee for a lot of different things. Ghee has a special prabhav, or a special quality, okay, in that it has this penetratable sort of quality where it could go in to your tissues and your organs and pull out latent and embedded toxins. It's beautiful. It's like it's almost like equivalent to an adaptogen, although it's not an herb. It's got this prabhav or quality to be able to like go in and clarify and clean out the dhatus. The dhatus are the different tissues, okay, of the body. So we use ghee a lot in Ayurveda, a lot of Ayurvedic cleanses. It's not, if you're lactose intolerant, you don't have to worry about it because the way ghee is made, it's clarified, so the fat soluble part is taken out of it. And if you can't find ghee, good quality ghee where you live, you can make it. And all you have to do is Google how to make ghee. Now, when you're making ghee, and it's really beautiful to make your own ghee, by the way, because you could pray over it and you put your healing intentions into it while you're making it. But when you make the ghee, it's really important that you have to be present because it's easy to burn it and ruin the whole thing. And you don't want to do that, okay? You want to take unsalted butter, organic unsalted butter when you are making ghee. And you really want to be present to watch over the ghee while you're making it. When we have Neha on here, we can talk a little bit more about the different herbs to use for the different doshas. But because this is a general cleanse, we're just going to stick with our general herbs, okay? So for the khichdi, right, we've got the mung beans, right? Split mung beans, split, not whole. We've got the brown basmati. We have our herbs, right, which turmeric, cumin, coriander, cayenne, and salt, and our ghee, okay, our clarified butter, our best friend. I also like, now this is optional, but I personally love to put in my khichdi, which you can do maybe after the 3 days, right? But 3 days, just put it plain. But you can add a little bit of organic kefir or kefir, right? And this is a good probiotic a drink. In India, we drink this thing called chas with our khichdi, which is like buttermilk, right? So it's sort of like kefir, but not quite like kefir. I really enjoy putting kefir. That's my little added part, but you don't have to. And if you'd like, instead of kefir, you can add some very tasty sauerkraut to your khichdi. But just try it a few days plain, and then you can, tinker with it as you like, okay? Okay, so those are all of my ingredients. I will put in the post below, I'll put in the comments what the proportions are, how to make it. I will link you with some videos. They're not my videos, so that you have some references in how to make it. Now, okay, oh my god, I'm talking so much. So maybe I'll do another video, a separate video on the morning routine. But just real quick, the morning routine, okay? So during this 3-day cleanse or beyond, you wake up, you brush your teeth, and you clean your tongue. Actually, I think I'm going to do another video because I could show you the tongue cleaner as well. But just real quick, you clean your tongue. You can do what's known as oil pulling as well during this cleanse. And this. Some people say it's Ayurvedic. I'm not sure if it's Ayurvedic. It's just an ancient technique that many different cultures have used. And that is using sesame oil. You can use coconut oil as well, but I use sesame oil. And you swish around sesame oil before brushing your teeth in your mouth. If you can, for 1 minute. And supposedly it pulls out all the bacteria out of your gums. And spit it in the toilet, and then brush your teeth and clean your tongue every morning as usual. Do it twice a day, in the morning and the night. It really helps your oral health. And then we can do some exercises. We could do some pranayams. I'll suggest some pranayams. One of the pranayams is a beautiful one called Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati. Kapal is forehead. And basically it's forceful exhalation. It's like you don't have to try to inhale, so it's not exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. It's just exhale, and you'll automatically inhale. And basically, when you practice Kapalbhati, your forehead shines. It cleans your forehead. It cleans your aura. Okay, and then after Kapalbhati or any kind of, it's also called Nadi Shodhana. Kapalbhati is also known as Nadi Shodhan. Then we do Analom Vilom pranayam to balance the right and the left sides. Anytime we do anything, we balance it. This is a very important Ayurvedic pretense. It's what Ayurveda goes by. We just don't cleanse and then leave the body. No. We cleanse. When we cleanse, we're putting the body under a little bit of stress, and then we rejuvenate the body. So we do both because we always want to keep everything in balance. That's what it's all about. So Anulom Vilom, or alternate nostril breathing, always start with the left and end with the left, okay? And you've seen me do this before. Breathing in, 4 counts, holding, 4 counts, breathing out the right, 4 counts, and then hold, empty, 4 counts. Then breathing in the right, 4, hold 4, breathing out the left, 4, completely emptying, hold 4. And that is 1 round. So you want to do as many as you comfortably can. The point of this cleanse is to relax and support the body in letting go. We don't want to force anything ever. Okay? So that's some pranayams. You can do some yoga asanas after. After you do your morning ablutions, which is like the brushing and the cleaning and the evacuating of the bowels, etc. And then you do your breathing, your yoga, or your yoga and your breathing. And then before you eat, it's important to shower. Okay, why is this? There's a reason for this. Because if you eat, the body puts all its energy in digesting. And then if you take a shower after you eat, it disperses the body's energies. Because the body's like, oh, there's all this cold water, hot water, da-da-da. And it takes the body's focus away from digesting. So you always, always, always want to shower before eating, okay? So before we shower, we're going to do something called dry skin brushing. This is getting really long. I'm going to do this again, but... so if you're tired of watching me, I'll put another video. But we're gonna do dry skin brushing, where you get a brush, and it's really like moving the lymph, and you just brush your body with the dry skin before taking a shower. Then we take a nice warm shower, and while we're showering, we are doing prayers of the water purifying us. So this cleanse is a constant engagement of our minds in purifying and letting go. Okay, so everything we're doing, we're bringing our presence in it. Okay, so then we're thanking the water, we're cleaning our bodies, and after cleaning the bodies, we take some nice warm oil. Warm oil. Again, it depends on your constitution. It's springtime. If you run a little hot, use coconut oil. If you run a little cold, use sesame oil. Sesame oil is pretty standard, right? Just like heat up the oil a little bit, just nice warm temperature, and then apply it. You could use almond oil. That's a beautiful oil. Avocado oil, and oleonate the entire body. And then we sit down and we prepare our food, whether it's the oatmeal or the khichdi, okay? When preparing our food, we have this little chant we do. It's a beautiful healing chant. It's bringing in the energies of the goddess, all the goddesses, to support us in healing, okay? And the chant is Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche Namaha. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche Namaha. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche Namaha. Okay? And you just do it when you're chopping your vegetables, when you're cleaning your vegetables, when you're stirring your oatmeal. Okay? I'm just going to continue with this video. Okay. Then, when we sit down to eat, and this is very important, all right? You sit down, you say gratitude, of course. But the most important thing is not to take liquids with your food. If you're going to drink water, and you should be drinking plenty of water during this cleanse, drink it at least half hour before or half hour after your food. Never drink cold liquids, room temperature or slightly warm. Oh, I also forgot to drink when you first wake up after you clean your mouth. before you take a shower, to drink the hot lemon water. That's also very, very cleansing and purifying. So drink a glass of water with like squeezing half a lemon in it in the morning. So that like alkalizes and purifies your system and gets it ready to digest, gets it raring to go. Okay. So where was I? Right. No water during meals. If you can make your khichdi a little bit wet, so it's not so dry. So that helps. If you have to drink water, it's okay. The main thing is to like do your best and don't stress out about being perfect. That's not what this is about. Okay. And chew your food. The khichdi is very easily digestible, but we need to get in the habit of sitting in one place, not reading the paper, not being on the phone, not answering text messages, not being on Facebook, not not looking at the internet, or browsing the web or any of that. Okay. And just really being at one and present with the sacred act of eating. And it's a sacred act because what you are what you eat, right? So whatever it is that we eat becomes us. It becomes us. So it's a very sacred act. We're building ourselves, right? We're building ourselves, we're nourishing ourselves, and we're giving, with this khichdi cleanse, we're giving the body this, the chance to like be able to digest easily and not stress. All right. So, just really chewing. My grandfather, who was very big with starting Ayurveda again at the time of Gandhi, at the time of Nehru, after the British Raj, he said, drink your food and chew your liquids, right? So don't drink so fast, don't eat so fast. Take time, try and chew. I mean, they say to try and chew 50 times if you can. It's hard. It's hard. And then eat until you are 3/4 of the way full. Now, how do you know? And this is so cool. How do you know when you're 3/4 of the way full? Right? So they say you're this much is how big your stomach is. So don't eat more than this much at a serving, right? Can you see that? That much. Okay, this much. And when you're chewing and you're being aware and you're being present with the process, then, and it's true, what? When you're 3/4 of the way full, your body lets out a little burp. It does that every time. And I know, it's like mind-blowing. It's like, what? I never noticed it. And that's because we're not paying attention when we're eating. We're in conversation. We're like scattered. So it's really about being present, paying attention, thoroughly chewing your food, no liquids if you can manage it. Half hour before, half hour after, always warm, by the way, never cold, never ice. Chewing your food thoroughly, and then, and eating until 3/4 of the way full. And then taking a moment after, thanking yourself for taking care of yourself, for preparing this wonderful food, thanking your body for accepting, digesting, and eliminating that which is not needed, and loving your body for taking care of you in the amazing ways that it does. Then after eating, you take 108 steps to help digest. And it's just a very leisurely, it's not like a whoo. It's a very leisurely pace, right? Digesting and processing and just like getting the body moving a little. It's the worst to lie down or not do anything after eating. At least walk 108 steps gently, calmly. But walk after eating. And if you want to walk more, then please do. Okay. So much for my short little video. I think I covered everything. I don't know if I'm going to make another video. So everything's going to be in this one. The ingredients, I'm going to write the recipes again, the morning routine, right? I'll write that as well. And then what you do while you're eating, and the beautiful little chant, Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche Namaha, Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche Namaha, Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche Namaha. Let's do this. Let's do this cleanse with joy, welcoming in the summer. Look at the beautiful, I wanted to, I wanted to film this outside. I wanted to show you the beautiful flowers everywhere, the daffodils. They're all coming out. Beautiful spring evening. Thank you. Oh my God, Sam, I'm so bad. I'm not bad. I'm very good at forgetting to ask that if you would like, and if you're happy with this cleanse, and if you appreciate my offerings, I'm doing this cleanse based on donation. There's no obligation, but if you would like to donate something, please feel free to. I'm accepting donations as an energy exchange for this cleanse. And my PayPal is visionaryveda@gmail.com. So thank you all. We get started tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and post this. If there's any questions, let me know. I might be able to get on a live later and help answer them. And if not, then tonight, just eat a really simple meal, nothing too heavy. Try not to eat when it gets too dark. Try to eat like before the sun goes down. And drink lots and lots of water and get ready. Oh my God, I keep forgetting. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to have a digestive tea that you can drink throughout the day. And it's a doshic digestive tea. And in my school, we call it CCF. So CCF stands for cumin, coriander, and fennel. So you could take the powders, or I prefer to take the actual herb, the actual fennel seeds, cumin seeds, and coriander seeds, and mash it up, break it up, and cook a tea with that. And this is a very gentle tridoshic tea that helps to bring up one's agni. So usually in the winter, our agni is our digestive fires get low. So this helps to rekindle the agni, our digestive fire, so that we can digest our foods and get our systems back online. Okay, so that's another thing. Cumin, coriander, and fennel. And then cardamom, if you want to use it in your oatmeal, if you want to use the oatmeal option, or cinnamon. And I think that covers it. It's pretty straightforward, very simple, very plain, very tasty, very nourishing. Okay? And it gives the digestive system a break, so that it can clean. It can not just spend its energy on digesting, but it can also start to pull toxins, because it's so easy to digest. The digestive system has time, and it can start pulling toxins from the dhatus, or the tissues in our body. Simple, profound, gentle, and loving. All right, so thank you all for those who want to or have decided to join. There's no pressure, okay, in this cleanse. If you don't start tomorrow on Friday, if you need a few days to start, you can start anytime. I'm going to leave these videos up on this page, and I might also put it up on my website. I'll put it up on my website, and I might put it up on the YouTube. Let's see. Maybe after I'll put it up on the YouTube, so there's reference to it. But for now, this is for you. And thank you so much for joining me. Happy spring. Let's do this, okay? Let's enjoy the life together and enjoy this cleanse together. So take care. Keep in touch. Let me know how you're doing out there, okay? keep me posted on your progress. And thank you again. I'm honored to be facilitating this with you. All right. Namaste. Until next time, enjoy the life. Take care. Bye-bye.